I know it's been a really long time since I've made a video, but we're trying to revive the channel this summer, and I had this idea for a really long time, actually since like last summer, but I really wanted to do like popular summer reads that everybody knows, but I just want to share my opinions of them, say which ones I think are like worth your time and which ones are overrated, because I have a few controversial opinions, okay? So, the first book is Love and Gelato. Basically, the premise of this story is that the main character's mom passes away from cancer, and so she was sent to live with her dad, who she's never met in her life, in Italy, and she finds like her mom's old journal and has this like cute neighbor, and all of his like friend group takes her in, and so it's just a really cute story, and I really love this book. I gave it 5 stars at the time. I read my sophomore year of high school, and honestly, like, I would still recommend it just for like a quick fun read, but maybe past a certain age it wouldn't hit the same anymore. I mean, my mom read it because she was like, I just want something fun and cute, and she probably read it in like a day. All right, next up I have Everyone Knows It, The Summer I Turned Pretty. And yes, this is the Prime Video cover, so this is like Lola Tung and the guys, I don't know. I read this book before the Prime series came out, like literally right before, in summer of 2022, because I wanted to like read the book before the series, and it was so different than the series. I also read To All the Boys I Loved Before series by Jenny Han, and that one is way better in my opinion. I think it's because this was one of her first series that she wrote, so like her writing wasn't as good yet, because I would really recommend that series. But this one, maybe like, it's a YA, but this one kind of fell flat for me, which I know is controversial because this is really nostalgic for a lot of people, but because I read it right before the show came out, I honestly think that like you can just watch the show, because, which people are gonna like really, I feel like, hate on that, because everyone's always like, read the books are better than the show. Like, I don't know about it though in this case, because just the writing really wasn't speaking to me, and they made the show so much messier than this book. At least I know the other books are different, but in this book they really had her like stick to Conrad and not go back and forth. But I know like in the show, I guess spoiler warning, she kind of goes back and forth even in season 1, which that did not happen in this book. But yeah, so honestly, just watch the series, don't read the books. Watching the series come out every week was such a highlight of last summer. Like, even though it's like kind of like a cringy show, like watching it with your friends every week was just so memorable. And even if you didn't watch it then, it's not too late, you guys can still do it now. The next one I have is Beach Read by Miss Emily Henry, and I have also read Happy Place by her, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. I know this was, I believe this was her first book, and everyone loves this. Like, everyone says that this is their favorite book by her. Okay, maybe not everyone. I had like high expectations for it because everyone raves about her and her books so much, but honestly, this one was kind of a miss for me. And I know that's crazy because everybody loves Emily Henry, but basically this book is about January, the main character. She goes to live at like her dad's lake house, so it's not even a beach, it's a lake, and her neighbor happens to be like her college rival, and they had like one moment in college that like they weren't rivals and they were kind of flirty, but then nothing ever happened again from that. And she was like she was about to be married, I forget, she was either married or about to be married, and then she just got out of that, so she kind of just like went to the house to like get away, and yeah, then he's next door. So I was like really excited for the concept of this because she's a romance author and he writes like mystery, or kind of like, his new book that he's working on is about like a certain cult, and so he takes her like on all these scary like cult excursions to get her out of her writer's block, and then she takes him on all these like cute romance dates to get him out of his writer's block, and they're both trying to write like the other person's genre in order to help their own work, because they're both kind of like stuck in a rut when it comes to their writing. And I thought I was really gonna like it because I love an enemies to lovers, but again, it kind of fell flat for me. And I know that everyone raves about this so much, so maybe my expectations being so high led to me being disappointed, because I find that sometimes that happens, and especially with the next book I'm going to talk about too. But yeah, I honestly just didn't connect with this one very much, which I was really sad about. And afterward, like, I was going on TikTok and I was looking at like the quotes that people really love from this book, and there was one quote in particular that everyone raved about, and I was like, I don't even remember reading that. Like, it didn't even stick out to me. And yeah, so unfortunately, I'm gonna say this one is overrated, okay? There's so much better summer reads out there, and I know that like these are not really comparable because this one's YA, it's not YA, but it's also not like raunchy or anything, so I think it's kind of in the middle. Yeah, there's a very big difference between these two, so it's not comparable. Like, this was a 5-star read for me when I was a sophomore in high school, and this one I read, I think it was last summer. I gave it 4 stars just because like she is a good writer, but I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling the story. And it wasn't just the romance, because I know that she writes like women's fiction, so it's not like, it's like the romance subplot and it's really about the female lead, but I still was not really loving the female lead story in this either. So yeah, moving on. Love and Other Words. Okay. If this book has no haters, then I am dead, okay? I hate this book so much. I read this book and Love and Luck in the same summer, and this was like my summer where I had a reading slump because I was just crashing out book after book because I hated this one so much, okay? They just like miscommunication to another level. It's like past and present perspectives, and they were best friends, and they were like so in love clearly all the time that they were best friends, and then it's like, what the happened like between them, you know, like what happened? And I'm not gonna spoil it, but when you find out the twist, I was just so annoyed because, like, to be fair, like, to Christina Lauren, like, they wrote an amazing twist because I didn't expect that at all, and it had like the shock value. I was like, it had the shock factor, and I was conflicted. Like, once I heard the conflict and I found out the why, I was like, okay, I do kind of get it from both perspectives, but also not. Like, if Elliot has no haters, then I'm dead, okay? Because ain't no way they miscommunicated for like, I forget what it is. It's like 11 years or something where they just didn't talk after what happened. And I'm like, if they had like one conversation, or if Elliot even cared to like look into her life at all, he could have figured out like what happened. And I do have a lot of sympathy for him because it's not like a typical cheating trope, if that makes sense. I know a lot of these like past present always have the cheating trope, which I hate, but this didn't have that. But also I kind of hate Elliot because I'm like, he could have reached out, and I understand where Macy came from because yeah, like there's some history there, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is definitely the bottom of the pyramid, okay? This is the bottom out of all of these today. I'm not gonna be talking about any other ones that I hate as much as this. Happy Place by Emily Henry as well, which I don't have that one on me. I think I lent it to a friend, but I liked this one better than Beach Read, which I think might be controversial because a lot of people don't like how Happy Place ends. And honestly, like, I thought the ending was a little questionable. I think I ended up giving it the same rating, like 4 stars on Goodreads, just because I don't really like give anything super low rating. Like, when I read this at the time, because the twist got me thinking about things. I gave it a 3-star because I was like, I'll give them credit for that. But if I honestly rated it based off of my enjoyment, I would give it like a 1. But that's not, I would give you a 0, but that's not possible. So I give you a 1. I'm getting distracted. Back to Happy Place. This book is about a friend group who goes to the same beach house every year, and they've been friends since college, and they're like super cute friend group. I think I gave this such a good rating just because I liked the vibe between the friend group. Like, that is what I was there for, okay? But the romance between them, I was like, these men just need to like pick up and get their act together. Like, they need to like just get off their like asses and like okay? And I was a little annoyed with the ending. I guess like Emily Henry knows her characters better than I do, obviously, but I was a little bit weirded out with how it ended. And yeah, again, more miscommunication. These two characters were actually married, and they were like going to get a divorce, or they were like separated, but then their friends are like, one last summer at this beach house, so then they're all there, and so obviously they're back in the same house together, like where they fell in love for the first time. So we also get like past and present perspectives, and you're kind of finding out like how they fell in love and why they are not anymore. But I just don't buy it, okay? I love the vibes between the friends, but I just don't buy the romance, okay? I sound like such a hater today, but honestly, I've kind of been in a hater mood, so maybe this was the perfect time for me to make this video. Okay, now I'm getting to my 2 favorites, which these are very popular summer reads, literally like the title, okay? And these are not overrated at all. I will ride for these books, okay? These are my 2, like if I could only recommend 2 summer reads, it would be these 2, okay? First, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This book is amazing. Like, it has the trauma, it has the believable romance. I was just like giggling and kicking my feet the entire time, and I love this book so much. Like, it was thick. Like, I don't read like that thick of books usually, but I flew through it in like August. It's just the perfect summer read. Like, it was just so good. It's in Minnesota, and they like, her and her best friend are so cute. They're like travel nurses, but then she meets this guy online on like a Reddit thread, because the two of them both have the same curse where everyone they date ends up finding their soulmate right after dating them. So she was like, no way, I have that too, because she saw him post about it. So then they started texting, and then she convinced her best friend to like spend the next summer or whatever, because they move around a lot for work, and they go all over the world in different locations being a travel nurse. And so she was like, I swear, like, let's go to Minnesota next. So she convinces her best friend, and then they go there, and that's where he lives. Oh my god, it was so good. Like, this story, it's just so cute, and like they both were dealing with so much, which is why like I understood the conflict, because they both were going through like their own things, but they just like, they deserve happiness, and they're both such likable characters. And you know what, maybe the reason I like this one so much is because, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name now. It's not Jason. Justin! Okay, Justin is actually like a really, really great guy. Like, Win from Happy Place and Elliot from Love and Other Words have nothing on Mr. Justin, okay? And also Emma, the main character, is just so funny and likable. Like, I don't know how anybody could hate her. She is the opposite of an annoying like female character, and I just love her so much. Like, she knows her own worth. She's such a baddie, and her best friend is so fun and entertaining too. Like, I just love them so much, okay? Everyone has to read this book. Please and thank you. All right, for the final book of this video, not overrated, it is The Summer of Broken Rules. Oh my gosh, this book, you guys. So basically, this one is YA. Actually, I think Just for the Summer was not, kind of, but The Summer of Broken Rules is about a girl who has just lost her big sister, and it was super tragic, and she is feeling all of this grief, but her cousin's getting married, so they're all going to like Martha's Vineyard for the wedding. It just has the perfect summer vibe. Like, they're playing this game that they would play every summer because they have a huge family. Like, there's literally a family tree in the book, and it's so cute. They play this game every summer with like water guns. It's basically like if you've ever played Senior Assassin, where you try to get whoever your target is out, and then it's till like the final standing, and it's just so fun, and like the whole wedding party is playing it, and it's just the perfect summer vibe. Like, they're getting like pies in the morning, they're biking around town. It's so cute, and I just love this book so much. Like, all this is going on while she's still grieving her sister, but her sister used to be like the demon at this game. Like, she would win every year, so she makes it her mission, like, I'm gonna win for Claire this year, and nobody can stop me, because she's got that motivation. Okay, so she's like taking the game really seriously, and then obviously meets like a cute guy who's on the groom side, and her cousin is the bride, so it's no family incest, okay? But it's really cute, and like they team up because he's like, I'll help you win this year, and so they're like working together, and it's really, really cute, and I just love it so much. It's just the perfect summer book, but there's also like grief, coming of age. Like, it's still a really well told story. It's not just all like vibes. So yeah, that was my last book. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and some of my hot takes. If you guys want more book videos, let me know. Yeah, because I just thought this would be a fun idea. Since the summer's coming around, and I know that's when a lot of us get to actually do our reading, because we're not in like school, like high school or college or whatever, or we're on vacations, you know, we get to read on vacation. These were just the popular summer reads that I have personally read. I know there's a lot of others that I haven't, like a lot of other Emily Henry books or Christina Lauren's like The Unhoneymooners. I know there's a lot of other popular books as well, especially like Every Summer After is getting a series on Prime, which I will be watching, by the way. I will be watching, but I haven't read that book, so I can't speak on it because I know I would hate the trope. So yeah, so that was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want more book videos to come. So yeah, have a great summer, everybody. Bye bye.